Welcome, I'm Darren, and welcome to basically my third year anniversary of the Sports Car Professor channel. This project is actually a lot older than 3 months, or than 3 years. I came up with the idea originally almost a year earlier, and I'd been working on this for about 5 months, rigorously for 3 months, but about 5 months prior to actually launching it. So for me, the actual anniversary of the project, which is Sports Car Professor, is a lot older than the channel. But I'm now celebrating the channel third year anniversary, which is today. Only it's not actually today. I'm pre-recording this, but it'll go up on the third year anniversary. And for a lot of us, we're celebrating our third year anniversary at the same time because it was 2020 and a lot of YouTube channels got started all at the same time. So there is a lot going on, and it's fun. The different feeling of accomplishment for each individual channel over the course of 3 years. We all have had a very different journey, different approach to making the channels, and thus very different feelings of reaching this big milestone. For me, I am just shy of 350 videos, but compared to like a daily channel where you could easily have over 1,000, or you would likely have over 1,000 videos at this point, it's a different kind of workload that we have. In my case, it's a very labor intensive time off of camera. So even though I'm only putting up 3 videos a week, I am working more than just about anybody else in sports cards on YouTube all the time because of how much work goes into it. Some of my videos take years, literally years to create. I have to be working on 30 to 50 videos at all times. Sometimes I'm focused on a couple of videos, other times I'm doing it more gradually. I'm bouncing around back and forth, and I have to be constantly working on hundreds of videos in general, but my focus has to be constantly shifting around so that down the road I can have videos close enough that it's just a little bit of work to finally get them done. Then there's the production time, and all of that goes into it means that this project, the Sports Car Professor project, is truly a completely consuming project. It is my life. I have an actual job, one of those real jobs that we like to be so proud of that we are able to maintain. I have one of those which provides me with an income to do all of this. But once I leave work and I go home, this is my life. All of this is my life, and it is basically, as a collector, collecting was a part of my life. This has now become every part of my life. This is the whole thing. This is all the only interesting things for me to talk about really are either stuff from work, but mostly whatever happens here in this project. So I don't have time to go hiking and doing any of that stuff that I used to. This is my world. And so for reaching 3 years, part of it is kind of exhausting because of how much work has gone into it and the continuation of it. But also part of it is I get to 3 years and I don't really feel like it because this is my life. And so it's just kind of, oh, we're at 3 years. Oh, all right, that's fine. But there's also the weight of looking back and seeing just how much I've done over this time, because it really is a lot that I've been able to accomplish, which is really exciting. But at any rate, what I wanted to do with this video was I wanted to take an opportunity to show you kind of a behind the scenes look of an area in my apartment of the project itself. Because the project is basically just piles of cards that are slowly accreting to the point where they're ready for individual videos. And they're all over the place. So I could show you all sorts of different places, and they all have their own different looks. Not everything is cards. I mean, I've already done a video on McDonald's cups and fry containers, so you've already seen some of the non-card stuff that goes into these videos, into these various projects. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you one of the work areas that I have and go through it. The lighting's not the best, and I'm shifting over to the camcorder to do that, so the sound and everything's going to look a lot different. But the lighting, like I said, it's not the best because that area is just lit in a different way. And for the camera, I'm going to be using the box lights that I have, but they're basically at level, and so there are going to be a lot of shadows. I apologize that the lighting is going to be kind of tricky, and also that my camera use is going to be a little off, because I'm going to be looking past the camera and hoping that I get the stuff in view of the camera. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting thing for you to see. But before I shift over to that, I do want to say that when the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame was created, when Mike created it, he did so. One of the reasons that he did so, one of the reasons that he created the rules that he did, was he wanted to make sure that the channels had seen through the work of 3 years. That is a really important thing, because reaching 3 years is a lot of effort, because a lot goes on in your life, and getting to this point shows that you have really turned this into not necessarily an amazing accomplishment as much as you've made it a part of your life and the life of viewers. And that's the fun of it. So even if you have a small channel like mine, where I'm still only at about 20 to 30 people who actually watch my videos through, so I am impressively one of the little tiny channels in sports card YouTube world. Nobody's discovered my channel even at this point. Even though the subscribers make it look like it's very popular, it's still not. So for small channels like mine, it's just plugging away. It's just doing it for the love of it. There are also bigger channels where you now have a responsibility, and you gotta show up for it and continue to do it. And it's a whole nother different responsibility, not because there's any more stakes or less stakes, etc., but because the whole emotional burden of putting the videos out is very different. For me, at a smaller stage, I'm just doing it, trying to put out the best products I can, so that if anybody ever watches it down the road, they'll be able to appreciate it. Others, they got to maintain their audience. So we all have different emotional struggles that we go through in our journeys. And 3 years is an amazing accomplishment for each one of us. So there are no winners and losers. There's nobody who deserves more credit or less credit. We all deserve pretty much the same credit, which is, wow, that's pretty awesome. So I love that Mike created that rule for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, which isn't, to me, it's not so much about making sure that you get in as much as by having that rule, it's something that is able to pop into all of our minds the realization of, look, if you hit 3 years, dude, congratulations, great work. That is really impressive. So with that out of the way, I'm now going to shift over, and I'm going to show you this little corner of my apartment where you can see part of the project I'm working on, and kind of the nature of how all of this stuff works, what it looks like before it turns into an actual video. I'm not going to talk about the production of it. I'm just showing you the general working on it prior to beginning the video. So hope you enjoy. All right, so what we're going to be looking at is this counter right here, this surface. And you can see over on one side I've got the jumbo of Steve Largent I recently did. I have that up. It's kind of almost like art in a way. So this is where I work on the most recent stuff. This is kind of the most active place for me. I mean, I got cards all over the place, but this area, because right over here, this is my online computer that I use. So I do all of my uploads, and I do eBay and all of that stuff off of here. So that just makes this a natural place for managing that. So soon to be done videos tend to show up here. And you can see a little bit of some of my file management, or some of my note taking. Right here I have, so this is from Dynagon, 97 Dynagon careers. I got to get the gold holofoil so I understand the difference between them. So I check every once in a while. I got to get a particular Cindy Margulies autograph to finish the other Benchwarmer video. And then over here, some random things from various reasons. It's just, these are very low priority projects, except for this one. So this is a video I'm going to do real soon, and this is the premiere version. I got to get a platinum, hopefully the same player, but that'll happen in time. So for me, that's part of the process of writing notes is kind of tough for me. So, you know, whatever. So let's just get take kind of a bit of a tour of what I've got over here on this counter. First off, in the back, this is a shopping list for Burbank Sports Cards when I do purchases there. A bunch of random stuff. Likewise, down here, the green notes are for ComC. When I do check out my cards, this is a list of stuff to look through for that. Don't mind the candles. That's just I didn't have any other place to put them. That was from the Cindy Crawford Shrine, and I don't know. I'd love to use them somewhere, but there's no place to put them, so they're just kind of there. This is from I got 3 boxes of 1991 Score football. 2 and 1 between the 2 series. I opened this for, I guess there was a card I wanted to photograph, so I just went ahead and ripped the box. Still have the packs for it. I need to rip the other 2 boxes to do the box review, so that's sitting there waiting for me to take the time to do the others. That's just why they're sitting there, and yeah, so that's why they're there. Then we got Action Packed here. And so this is the Action Packed video, if I get the camera over here. This is the Action Packed videos, the whole thing. Up here we have the All Madden and the Monday Night Football, and then down below is the actual All Madden, or the actual All Action Packed sets. So that's close to being done. I don't need much from it, but I'm waiting to get a rainy day opportunity to shift over to do those. Likewise, back here we have Topps Gallery baseball, and I did the football, I guess not recently, but when I was finishing the football, I was started to put together baseball, and that's why it's up close, but I haven't been working on it for a while, so you know, whatever. I also have right here, this is Dominion. So the Dominion cards for Skybox, I'm only missing, so here we have the Atlantitude. And Atlantitude, I need the Warp Tech, and I wish that I could get the Warp Tech, but unfortunately those go for hundreds of dollars. And the problem I have with that is, you know, I don't make any money off of these videos, and so spending $100 on a video I'm not going to make any money from is tough. Those tend to go for like $200 to $300. So I think I'm just going to do the video where I just mention that it's there. I really like to have examples of it, but I don't think I'll be able to. And then back here we have what I'm going to be doing real soon, which is Score for 97 and 98. I have most of the Epics cards that I need for 98. I probably don't need to finish these for Score. It'll probably be Pinnacle where I'll finally finish it. But this gives a really good opportunity to see just what these videos look like in their basic form. So what we have here is we have all the different versions of the regular cards, all the parallels, and then we have you know, rookies, and we have subsets, and then we've got the inserts down here at the end. This is the team cards. So we got all of these, and then we get down to the bottom, and then we have 1998. So here's the 98, and this is the way that the cards work, where I'm putting together piles of cards for the videos, and that's the way that all these videos work. That's from I got some more back there because I opened some boxes, and I don't know if I'll try to pursue any of the sets and parallels, but you know, we'll see how that goes. So at any rate, I got those. And then we have, let's see, Topps Tech. That's what we've got here. This is 98. I discovered this recently, and I've been putting it together. It's going to take a while to get 98 done. I don't know if I'll do all of the versions or how I'll approach it, but that's, you know, down the road. Topps Archive I'm going to do real soon. I don't have the 94 here. This is just the 01 with, you can see that I've got the hologram, I got both autographs, the hologram and the regular. I've also got almost all of 2013, so this video is almost done. Underneath it, I've got All-American, and then I've got the Rookie Progression underneath. That was because I opened a box and I figured I'd try to get moving forward with it. That didn't work, but these two are videos that I'm really close on. That's why I pulled them out. Likewise over here under this, I don't know how to approach this because this is actually like an 01. Just the way that Upper Deck did its buybacks is really tough for me with these videos. But we got Topps debut. I actually only need one card remaining, which is I need the gold version of this, and with this I'll probably do a Photoshop recreation of it to do what I need to do, because I can't. I've got the other gold card. I've got you can see that I've got this one right underneath with the number on it, which is 10 out of 25. So I can use that as the base for the other if I do show the gold parallel. But that I've been waiting on for a while. First for the first gold parallel, and then do I bother to get the other one? And then underneath, this is retro, which I think I'm missing just one card from that, and then also one card from underneath that is the Power Deck. So those are likewise just one card away, and that's a big part of how this works for me, is the fact that these cards, these piles sometimes sit around for months to years. We got Pacific here. I just finished 97 and 98. As you guys probably know, here's 99, 2000, but also 01 and 02 are underneath, and I'm almost done with 01 and 02. So this pile started off all the way up about this high with 84 legends, and then it's been working its way down, and so I'm almost done. So these piles are really, really thick when it begins. And here's another case of a video that I'm waiting to do. You can see the purple John Elway card. So like I said, it's the gold holofoil version that I'm waiting. So that is that's something I'm waiting on. It's sitting on top of a set I'm working on, which is 2002 Ovation Baseball. And then here are Ovation inserts and subsets. For just because I've been working on, I've been trying to work on that kind of. These are some classic sets, 95 and then 94. We got Fleer stickers, but also over here we've got Fleer stickers, and those take forever because of the images on the back. It takes a long time to get those images done, and it's expensive. We got 97 and 98 and 99, maybe 2000 as well, Ultra. So I've been working on that, trying to get that close. And then likewise over here, we got Pinnacle, 96, and then we got 97. That's also getting pretty close. So those are more active. Sport Flicks, I'm almost ready for that, except with these, there are some additional that I've got to learn how those work. Then I can do that video. So again, I got to wait until I can figure out all of the information about it. This MVP is waiting on me finishing up the 98 Collector's Choice, which is waiting on a gold card that I'm probably going to Photoshop. And then likewise, we have Bowman's Best here. And so Bowman's Best is, I'm really close on this. I think I've got one card that I'm missing between 01 and 02. 03 and 04 and 05 are pretty close. I was working on this a while ago, and then I got into Pacific, so I didn't have to really continue with it. So that's why these are here. And I just noticed over here, I forgot to mention about this. So this is a computer game that goes along with 99. You're going to be hearing about that in a couple of weeks, but that is a big part of how all of this works with all these card sets, is the fact that it's more than just cards. So in this case, this applies to 99 Pacific. Had to get it, and obviously now I do have it, so that'll work. And then back here we have the jumbo cards for MVP. If I can, let's see, there's some light so you can see it. So those cards, I have almost the entire set, so I can figure out whichever one I want to use, which I already know, but that'll happen. And then over here I have, I'll set this down. This is Revolution. Now this again is, or not Revolution, this is Vanguard. And Vanguard, this is 2000 and 2001, which is a lot of cards. It is missing one card that I've given up on trying to get because it's going to be way too rare. But while I was working on it, I also got started on hockey, which is going to take forever to do, and baseball, which is going to take forever to do. And then it's kind of surrounded by some, oh, and then down here is hoops basketball, which I'll be doing in probably about 2 months, month and a half, something like that. You can see I'm almost done with hoops, which is nice to get toward the end. But around here, there are a lot of extra things as well. So over here behind the CD, we have 89 hoops, and we have some score baseball. These so this is the set, but the cards are not all the same size, and I wanted to get more of a same size set. So back here is the others from the 2 boxes I opened that are all in varying sizes. So it's one of those things where I can't really clean stuff up too well because I'm so busy with everything. So it's, you know, you do what you can when you can. This is a 1990 Pro Set Series 2 box review that I am going to get around to. It's two different piles of cards, and that's because I opened 2 boxes. I had the opportunity to open 2 boxes. I'll probably do a review of just 1 box. I don't know. Well, we'll see, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. That's when I'm going to film it. Who knows when I'm going to put it up, but you know, you got to put them somewhere. You've got, now Ultra is another really good opportunity to talk about how long these videos sometimes take. So this is 99. And do I have 2000 here too? Yeah, I have 2000 in back. So 99 and 2000 upper deck. The reason I'm hanging on to these is I need 1 card. I'll put it down here. And so in it, I have all 3 versions of the main card, which is great. These are serial numbered out of 99, which is there. There you can see it. And then likewise, we have rookies down here. And for the rookie card that I'm going to be using, I have this one here, which is, you can see, is numbered out of 65. And so that is, so, you know, I had to get a rookie, and it's Cleveland Browns, so it doesn't match the others. That's just the way it works. But then you've got these. And these cards are from the Super Bowl, both Broncos and Falcons. I don't have one of the platinum versions, and that's what I'm waiting on. And I really do want to do this. I don't want to just mention it. I really do want to show the cards and show the serial numbers if I can. So I have been waiting on this video for, let's see, I did Ultra early on. So I've probably been waiting about 2.5 years on this video. I did the 98 recently. I finally gave up on no, I got the last card I needed for 98, so I did that a few months ago, but 99 is still sitting here. 2.5 years I've been waiting for that 1 card and haven't had a chance. So that's part of the struggle. So it's sitting here on Pro Line in the back. You can see that I got a box of cheerleader cards with 7 sets I got out of it. That's a box review I'll do at some point, probably. And then you see a whole bunch of Donruss preferred tins, and yeah, a lot of random stuff. So that's just kind of the way that all this works. And then of course you have the standard Beckett's. So these Beckett annuals is where I begin all of my work. Every single video begins with it, and down here is just another shelf with a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's really what my entire life is like. It's places like this, it's stuff like this, which is all over. It's just different videos that are in varying states. And here, there's one I skipped around, one pile I skipped around, and that is the SPX pile. Well, this is not just SPX, this is just 3 years. This is 07, 08, and 09. I have 01 through 06 over there off camera, and that's pretty well along, but it's going to take a while. But 07, I pulled these out because this is a major project, and I like to chip away at it every once in a while. So here we have just 2007. I have, I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. So it may only be a couple more years until I'm done with this. Could be 1 year, I don't know. Depends on my finances. This whole section here is 08, and then just a small amount of 09 down below. Because with 08, this is the bulk of 08. It is this material. There are 2 material sets, winning materials, and the other one I think is like rookies. And I had already been working on this beforehand, just chipping away. And so when I started this video, the 08's actually in not bad condition, but it's all about patience, because for 08, this is probably 2/3 or more of the set, but it's a lot of cards that I got to get to fill in. And so, the reason I wanted to show it to you was the nature of how these work. So you have the SPX and SPX and SPX. So you have a couple of SPXs, and then you have NFL, and then you have card number or jersey numbers. You have, let's see, get this in here so you can actually see. You have footballs, you have logos for the teams, and so it's a whole bunch of different patterns, and I've got to show all the patterns. That's what I do. So that means I have to get all of the pattern, not every single team obviously, but I've got to get every single one of the individual patterns over time, and it takes forever. So these projects, they take literally years and years to do. And so that is, it's all about patience. It's a ton of patience with all these projects. And there are videos I'll never get to. I may never get to those SPX videos, but I have to be ready. That's the key. I've got to be working toward the videos so that if I do get the chance, I can do them. So this is what I wanted to show you. I wanted to give you some visibility into the prep work that I do for the videos, and the things that I'm focusing so much of my time on. And you can see that it's, every one of these is not just one video, it's multiple videos. That's really the thing. I mean, just Action Packed over here, this is probably 4 or 5 videos in that pile, just that one pile alone. So it's a ton, but it's a fun problem to have. And so that's what I wanted to go with. So I'm going to close out here and shift back over to the main camera. So that was a cool little look into the very basic beginning levels of the project. And by beginning levels, I mean some of these videos literally take years and years and years. A lot of projects, well, so most of the projects did start in a very basic level before I even started the channel. Like you saw with SPX, the 2008, I was actually collecting the 2008 cards for decades, or not decades, but for years before I even started this channel. So that was its own little project. But in bringing these things together, there are projects where you bring them almost to the doorstep, and then you got to wait until you get the last few elements that go in. And man, it's quite a burden to wait through all of that, to keep looking through the emotional struggle of it's tantalizing. It's a lot that goes into it, and it's mainly because you already did the work. And even though you did almost all the work, you got to wait and wait and wait until you finally put the videos up. So that is one of the quirks to the journey that I go through. The production then is a whole nother affair. I've talked about that somewhat. At the 1-year anniversary, I talked a bit about the production, so I don't need to go into that. But yeah, it's an amazing project that I'm able to work on. I'm blessed that I get to do this. It is what I'm doing now for collecting. So this is my hobby. This is what you get to see for how my hobby works. And I really want to thank all of you guys for watching, even though it's a very small group of you. Hey, even better. So truly, thank you guys for taking the time to take advantage of the videos that were created, because we all create videos to be watched. You don't put a video up on YouTube hoping nobody sees it. You put it up there, you put the work in to put the video up there so that other people can appreciate it. And the fact that this little small community that I have is actually taking the time to appreciate it, I'm really glad, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment to be able to put this together. And even though it's not very many people are watching it, I really do appreciate all of you who do watch it and gather knowledge from it or are entertained for whatever reason. So thank you very much. And yeah, I'm hoping to get at least 3 more years in. We'll see how far I can go, but I got a decade's worth of content Whether I can put that up myself or not, we'll see, but hopefully I can. So yes, keep checking out the videos, and yeah, I really want to thank you guys again for this. Thank you.